Hello everyone, welcome to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to learn how to automate photography session booking. So I run a photography studio business and want my customers to book photo shoot and get confirmations automatically via WhatsApp. So for that I am going to build a WhatsApp chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow. So firstly in this video we are going to create a WhatsApp chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow. Now if a user will send a message, an automatic reply will be sent to them. So if you also want to build this chatbot, then let me take you towards my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video we are going to learn how to automate photography session bookings. So right before you on my screen you can see this is the flow I have created for creating the chatbot. And this chatbot is going to save your time because it can interact with your customers 24/7 even while you are busy. So I have built this chatbot by just using Pabbly Chatflow. And not only this is also going to save the responses provided by your customer in the Google Sheet, and we have done this by using Pabbly Connect. So now I am going to show you how this chatbot works. So for that let's move on to my WhatsApp with me. So here you can see I have already opened my WhatsApp, and here I am going to send a message to the number which I have already connected to my Pabbly Chatflow account, and here this number is saved as my test number. So here I am going to enter a message. So here I am going to enter this message, that is I need to book a photo shoot, and as I have entered this message I am getting a welcome message which says, "Hi, welcome to Spark Photography Studio. How can we help you today?" And here we are getting two buttons, that is book photo shoot and view packages. So here I am going to select my first button, that is book photo shoot. And here as I have selected this first button, that is book photo shoot, I am getting a message which consists of the list. So now let's open this list and select the photo shoot type. So here you can see we are getting some of the photo shoot types. So here I am going to select the first item of the list, that is wedding. And here as I have selected my photo shoot type, I am getting a message which is asking me to enter the preferred date. So now let's enter our preferred date over here. So here I have entered my preferred date also, and as I have entered my preferred date, I am getting a message which is asking me to enter my time. So here I am going to enter my timing also. So here I have entered my timing also, and as I have entered my timing, I am getting a message which is asking me to enter my location. So here I am going to enter my location also. So here I am going to enter my location as Bhopal, and as I have entered my location, I am getting my booking details where I have selected the type as wedding, the date and time, and the location. So here you can see we are getting the personalized message. So this chatbot is going to send personalized message to enhance your user's experience. And here we are getting two buttons, that is confirm and cancel. So here I am going to simply click over this confirm button, and as I have clicked over this confirm button, I am getting a thank you message. So here you can see our first button is working properly. Now let's check our second button, that is view packages, and as I have selected my second button, that is view packages, I am getting a document that is photo shoot packages, and here we are getting the caption, that is here are our packages. So here you can see our chatbot is working properly. And not only this, now let's move on to the Google Sheet and check whether our responses are saved over there or not. So here you can see this is the Google Sheet I have created with the name photo shoot bookings, and here we are getting four fields, that is photo shoot type, location, date and time. And here we are getting all the details which we have recently entered, that is photo shoot type as wedding, location Bhopal, the date and the timing, and these details are the same as I have recently entered over my chatbot. So this is the magic of our Pabbly Chatflow and Pabbly Connect, which is automating your all tasks, so you don't have to do any work. And now I'm going to show you how you can build this automation for your own business. So for that you just have to access Pabbly Chatflow, and for accessing the Pabbly Chatflow you just have to type its URL over the new tab, that is pabbly.com/chatflow, and once you will enter the URL you will be getting the landing page of Pabbly. And here you can see we are getting two options, that is sign in and sign up free. So if you are a new user you can simply click over this sign up free, but if you are an existing user you can simply click over this sign in. And if you sign up your account for free over the Pabbly Chatflow, you get 100 free credits every month for practicing the chatbot. And now I am going to tell you about Pabbly community. So here you can see this is the page of Pabbly community where automation users creators, marketers and business owners gather to share their ideas, ask questions and get relevant update regarding using the Pabbly applications. So you can also join Pabbly community now and grow your business with us. And if you wish to join the Pabbly community, you can find link in the description given below. Now let's move on to the Pabbly Chatflow again, and here I am going to simply click over this sign in as I already have an account on Pabbly Chatflow. And once you finish your sign up, you will be getting this all Pabbly apps page, and here you can see these are the products provided by Pabbly. And as we are going to create a chatbot, we firstly have to access this Pabbly Chatflow, and for saving the responses of our customer, we will be using the Pabbly Connect, which can integrate different applications. So now for accessing the Pabbly Chatflow, we simply have to click over this Access Now button, and we will be landed to the dashboard page of Pabbly Chatflow, which can be seen here. And on this dashboard page, you can see these are the WhatsApp number I have added to my account. So you can also add your WhatsApp number by just clicking on this Add WhatsApp Number button, and here you can see we are getting two options, that is WhatsApp Connect and Manual Token Connect. So if you want to integrate your WhatsApp number, you can simply click over this WhatsApp Connect, and if you want to connect with token number, you can simply click over this Manual Token Connect. And if you want to learn more about this process of adding WhatsApp number to the Pabbly Chatflow, you can find video link in the description given below. Now moving on to the sidebar, you can see these are the features provided by Pabbly, and if you want to learn more about these features, you can find video link in the description given below. And now as we are going to create a chatbot, we firstly have to create flows for that. So on the sidebar, you can see we are getting the option for flows, so you just have to select it. And once you will click over the flows, you will be getting the flow builder page, and here you can see these are the flows I have created. So you can also create your own flow. For that, you simply have to click over this Add Flow button. And once you will click over this Add Flow button, you will be landed to this flow page, and here you can see we are getting the option for entering the flow name. So now let's provide a name to our flow here. So here I am providing it the name Automate Photography Session Bookings. Now moving on further, we are getting the option for trigger. So now you might be thinking, what is this trigger? So trigger is the action which is going to initiate our chatbot. And on this trigger, we are getting the option for trigger event. So here you can see these are the trigger events we are getting, but here I am going to keep it as the same, that is keyword rejects match. Now you might be thinking, what is this keyword and reject? So keyword is basically the word which is going to initiate your chatbot. Now let's say I want to initiate my chatbot as soon as someone will enter a message consisting of this word photo shoot. So for that, you just have to make this word a keyword. So you just have to type it and press the enter key, and here your one keyword is ready. Now as soon as someone will enter this word, your chatbot will be initiated. But here I am going to use the reject, so I will be just removing it from here, and afterwards we are getting the reject. So rejects is basically the short form for the regular expressions. These are used for the specific user input. And if you want to trigger any message, you can enter rejects like this. Now as we are done with the trigger, now I am going to send a welcome message to my customers. So for that, you just have to drag and drop, and here you can see we are getting the option for text button. So you just have to select it, and you will be getting this text button message where you can enter the message which you want to send to your customers or clients. So here I am going to enter a welcome message for my clients. So here you can see I have entered this welcome message, and I have entered this sentence, that is, hi, welcome to Spark Photography Studio, between these asterisk signs to make it bold. Now I am going to add some buttons in this message. So for that, you simply have to click over this add button and enter the text of your buttons. And here you are getting the dialog box where you have to enter the text of your button. So now let's create our first button here. So here you can see I have created my first button, that is book photo shoot, and afterwards I am going to add one more button likewise. So here you can see I have created my both buttons, and now as soon as someone will click over this book photo shoot button, I am going to provide them a list of the message asking for the which type of photo shoot they want. So for that, you just have to drag and drop, and here you can see we are getting the option for list. So you just have to select it, and you will be getting the list message. And here on this list message, you can see we are getting the option for entering the header, body and footer for the list. So now I am going to provide a body to my list here. So here you can see I have provided a body to my list. Now I am going to add some items to my list. So for that, you simply have to click over this add section, and here you can see we are getting the option for entering the section title. So now let's provide a section title here. So here you can see I have provided my section title as photography type, and afterwards I am going to add some items to my list. So for that, you just have to click over this add items, and here you have to enter the title of your first item. So now let's enter the title of our first item here. So here you can see I have entered the title of my first item, that is wedding, and afterwards I am going to add some more more items likewise. So just click on add items and enter the title of your another items. So here you can see I am done with my list by creating 3 items, that is wedding, birthday and product shoot. Now as soon as someone will select any of the items from this list, I want to save that response. So for that I am going to add contact custom field for all these items. So contact custom field is used to store extra information about our clients or the customers. So for that you simply have to go to actions, and here you can see we are getting the option for set custom field. So you just have to select it and you will be getting this contact custom field action, and here I am going to connect this first item with my contact custom field, and from here you can select the contact custom field which I have created. So you can also create your own contact custom field. For that you firstly have to save your flow by just clicking on the save button, and afterwards you just have to go to settings, and here you can see we are getting the option for contact custom field. So you just have to select it and you will be landed to the contact custom fields page, and here you can see these are the fields I have created. So you just have to click over this add more field button, and here you have to enter the field name, and your contact custom field will be created after clicking on the save button. So as I have already created my contact custom field, now let's move on to the flow again. So here I am going to select my contact custom field as photography type. So here you can see we are getting this contact custom field, and afterwards I am going to enter the value, that is weddings. So here you can see I am done with the contact custom field for the first item, and now I am going to create contact custom field for the rest of the items. So you just have to click over this set custom field which I have already selected. So now I am going to add contact custom field for the rest of the items. So here you can see I have added the contact custom field for all these items. Now as soon as someone will select any of these items, the response will be saved. Now as I have created the contact custom field for all these, now I am going to ask some questions from my customers or the clients. So for that you simply have to go to actions again, and here you can see we are getting the option for ask questions. So you just have to select it and you will be getting the question action, and here you can enter the question which you want to ask from your customers. So here I am going to enter my first question, but firstly let's connect this all these contact custom fields actions with this question action, and here I am going to enter the question which I want to ask from my customer. So here you can see I have entered my first question asking for the preferred date, and afterwards I am going to select the contact custom field as date here, which can be seen here, and afterwards I am going to select my format as date, and once you will select the format as date, it will ask you to enter the numbers. So here it is basically asking you to enter the number of attempt you want to provide to your customers, and here you can enter the validation message also. Now as soon as someone will provide the answer to this question, again I am going to ask them another question. So again I am going to enter another question from my customers. So here you can see I have entered another question asking for the time, where I have selected the contact custom field time, and afterwards I have entered another question asking for the location for the photo shoot, where I have selected the contact custom field as location. And now here I am going to enter a message providing the booking details. So for that you just have to drag and drop and select text button over here. So here you can see I have entered this message where I am providing the booking details. So here on the first line I am providing the type of the photography my user has selected, and this $photography type is the contact custom field which we have selected in the list message. So now as soon as my user will select any of these list items, the answer will be replaced in this message, and we will be able to send personalized message. And likewise for the date and the time and the location, this will be changed according to my user's response. So here you can see we are done with this, and now I am going to add 2 buttons, that is for confirmation and the cancellation. So you just have to click over this add button and enter the title of your another buttons. So here you can see I have entered 2 buttons, that is confirm and cancel. So now as soon as my user will select this button, that is confirm, I am going to save this response over the Google Sheet. So for that you just have to go to actions, and here you can see we are getting the option for API request. So you just have to select it and you will be getting the API request action, by using which you can connect Pabbly Chatflow and Pabbly Connect, so that we can save the responses provided by our customers or the clients on the Google Sheet. So now I am going to connect this confirm button with this API request, and here it is asking me to paste the webhook URL. So for getting the webhook URL, we have to move to Pabbly Connect. So if you remember, I have told you about all Pabbly apps page where we were getting the Pabbly Connect app. So here you can see I am getting the Pabbly Connect app. So you just have to click over this access now button, and you will be landed to the dashboard page of Pabbly Connect, which can be seen here. And here I am going to create a workflow where I am going to integrate two applications, that is Pabbly Chatflow and the Google Sheet. So you just have to click over this create workflow button, and from here I am going to select this workflow builder beta. So you just have to select it, and afterwards you will be getting this dialog box where you have to provide a name to your workflow. So now I am going to provide it the same name which I have provided to my Chatflow. So here you can see I have provided the same name. Now I am going to select my folder as Pabbly Chatflow. Now we simply have to click over this create button, and we will be landed to the workflow page. So here you can see this is the workflow page, and here it is asking me to add the trigger. So trigger is our first application, or the application which is going to initiate our workflow. So in this case I want to initiate my workflow as soon as I receive a new message over the Pabbly Chatflow or the response over the Pabbly Chatflow. So here I am going to simply click over this add trigger button, and here I am going to select my trigger app as Pabbly Chatflow, which can be seen here, and afterwards I am going to select my app event as new message received. Now we simply have to click over this connect button, and here you can see we are getting the webhook URL. So let's copy it, and this is the webhook URL which we have to paste in the Pabbly Chatflow over the API request. So now let's move on to the Pabbly Chatflow again, and here on this API request action we are getting the option for selecting the method. So here I am going to select the method as post, as I want to post my data over the Google Sheet, and afterwards here you have to enter the URL which you have recently received from the Pabbly Connect, and afterwards on the parameters section it is asking me to enter the key and select contact custom field. So here I am going to create my first key as photography type, and afterwards I will be selecting my contact custom field. So here you can see I have created my first key, that is photography type, and afterwards I am going to select my contact custom field as photography type, which can be seen here, and likewise I am going to add some more fields. So here you can see I have added 3 more keys and the contact custom fields also. Now we simply have to click over this test button, and here you can see we are getting this pop-up which says API request successful. Now let's move on to the Pabbly Connect and check whether we are receiving the response over there or not, and here you can see we are successfully receiving the response, that is response A, with the same fields which we have recently entered over the API request. So with this we are done with our trigger setup. Now we just have to set up our action app. So for that you simply have to click over this add new actions tab button, and you will be landed to the action setup page where you have to select your action app as Google Sheet. So here you can see we are getting the Google Sheet, so I am going to select it, and afterwards I am going to select my app event as add new row. Now we simply have to click over this connect button. So here we are landed to the connection page, and if you already have an existing connection you can use this, that is select existing connection, and if you want to build a new connection you just have to click over this and sign up with your account. But here I am going to keep it the same, so you just have to click over this save button, and here our connection has been saved successfully, and here you can see we are getting some of the fields. So the first field we are getting is for selecting the spreadsheet. So here you can see this is my spreadsheet which I have created named as photo shoot bookings, and now I am going to select it over the Pabbly Connect. So here I am going to select my spreadsheet as photo shoot booking, and here you can see we are getting the sheet, that is sheet 1, and the fields which we have created over my Google Sheet. So here I am going to map all these fields. Now you might be thinking, what is this mapping? So mapping is a magic which is basically inserting the data from the previous step. So in this case our previous step is Pabbly Chatflow, from where we are getting the responses. So you just have to map the responses, and the fields will be dynamic, so you don't have to change your values again and again. The fields will be replaced as the new responses will be arrived. So here I am going to map the photo shoot type from the response of the Pabbly Chatflow. So here I have mapped it, and afterwards I am going to map the location. So here I have mapped the location also, and afterwards I am going to map the date, and afterwards I am going to map the time. So here I have mapped my all fields, and these fields are going to replaced with every new responses. Now we simply have to click over the save and send test request, and here you can see we are receiving a positive response. So this means we might have built in the connection and our data will be saved. So here you can see in my Google Sheet, we are getting the same contact custom fields which we have recently selected over the API request, means we have successfully built in the connection. Now let's move on to the Pabbly Chatflow again, and here I am going to simply click over the save button for saving the responses, and afterwards I am going to add the status fallback. So status fallback is the final message which we are going to send to our customers. So for that that you just have to drag and drop and select text button over here, and afterwards I am going to enter a thank you or the confirmation message. So here you can see I have entered this thank you or the confirmation message from my customers. With this we are done with our first button. Now I am going to enhance my second button, that is view packages. So I am going to provide the packages in the form of media. So for that I am going to provide the documents. So you just have to drag and drop, and here you can see we are getting the option for media. So you just have to select it and you will be getting this media button message, by selecting which you can provide any type of media such as audio, video, document, etc. to your customers. So here I am going to provide a document, so I will be selecting my media type as document, and afterwards here it is asking me to enter or paste the URL or drag or drop the file here. So here I am going to drag a file. So for that you simply have to click over here, and here on my download section you can see I am getting this document, that is photo shoot packages. So I am going to select it, and as I have selected this file I have already got its URL, and here I am going to provide a caption to my document. So here you can see I have provided this caption to my document, and with this we are done with our flow, and now we just have to save this flow. So for that you simply have to click over the save button, and here you can see we are getting this pop-up which says flow updated successfully, means we have successfully saved our flow. Now for showing you how we are receiving message from our customer and how we are sending them the automated reply, let me take you towards my inbox section. So for that you simply have to click over the inbox given on the sidebar. And as you will click over the inbox, you will be getting the inbox page, and here you can see these are the numbers I have connected to my account, and here you can see on this particular number I am successfully receiving the message and our automated replies are successfully sent or delivered to them. And one point has to be noticed that this is following the path which we have recently created through our flow. Means if a user sends us a message, we are going to send them a welcome message, and now if the user selects our first button, that is book photo shoot, we are going to provide them a list of the photo shoot type. So with this we are done with our chatbot. So you can also create a chatbot like this for enhancing your own business and for enhancing your users or the client's experience. So stay tuned to our YouTube channel for learning more about Pabbly and creating many more amazing automations and chatbots like this. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe our channel. And if you want to practice this chatbot, you can find link in the description given below. So thank you for watching this video. So you can create many more chatbots like this by using Pabbly Chatflow. Now if you have any doubt, you can mail us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can write it on forums.pabbly.com. But if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit the URL given over here. So start using Pabbly Chatflow for free now.